Today on A Commonly Good MTG, we're playing with ORZHOV Amalia, which is an ORZHOV life-gainy black deck, doing black tricks as well. That's always good, because when I like to play ORZHOV decks with life gain, I like to cut it with black, so I can have some of that black, sweet life gain, and death touch, and super control that we all know and love so much. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned. Find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, a person whose name is shot to the tops of the baby naming charts for 2024, Dr. Yukon SuckIt. Yes, thank you. Filmed for a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon SuckIt. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on Untapped GG, and then made some modifications to. So the deal was I was playing some other decks today that I thought looked interesting and fun. And the thing about them is that they were not aggro. And you know what I was playing against? Like, just hasty red aggro and red aggro derivatives constantly. Just constantly. I was playing on ranked, getting smacked. Playing on play queue, getting smacked. I just said, that's it. I got to play against the meta. That's what I got to do. You know what you do? You go against hasty creatures like that? Life gain. That's what you do. You know what else you might do? A little like creature kill, creature control, that kind of thing. So I'm looking for something, anything that's going to be big time life gain and creature control. What does that call out for me? ORZHOV life gain. But specifically, we're playing ORZHOV Amalia here, which means that specifically we got Amalia Bedelia. Now, I'm not generally a fan too much of Amalia Bedelia. She's great art. Ward's nice, but they explore things kind of hit or miss for me. And she doesn't power up as quick as Voice of the Blessed. The big thing is Voice of the Blessed is going to be gone post-rotation, which we're talking that's like 2 months away. And after that, Amalia Bedelia is going to be the closest thing we got to Voice of the Blessed. So get used to her. She's going to be the new Voice of the Blessed. Now we've been hosing it on this guy for like 3 years now. So there was a time I was sick of Voice of the Blessed, just completely sick of it. And then people stopped playing with it. Now it's starting to come back again, and even I'll play with it again, so it's good. But I'm glad for rotation, because it's time for some things to be retired. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We'll talk a little bit about what it should do, and then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. So what do we got here? Let's see, we got life gain. Guys that get big off of life gain. Creature and planeswalker kill. Hand hate. Guys that potentially get big off of life gain. That weird one there. Destroy all other creatures if its power is exactly 20. I've never seen that happen in real life. I'd love to see that someday. What do we got? Death touch. You gain life whenever a creature comes to play under your control. Your opponent, whenever an opponent creature dies, your opponent loses 1 life. So that's awesome. That's almost Sheoldredly in a way. Let's see. Lifelink and returning a creature from your graveyard back to the battlefield. This one can put out angel babies, provided you gain enough life in a turn. This one allows you to potentially, it's lifelinky, but also when it drops, it does -X equal to the amount of life you've gained this turn. So you can destroy some guys with it, a little creature control. Sheoldred will do 2 damage to your opponent whenever they draw a card. You gain 2 life whenever you draw a card. We got Gix's Command, which allows you to potentially wipe a board of little dudes and 1 big dudes. It works out generally. You return creatures from your graveyard to your hand, or you can put 2 Popo counters on 1 creature and it gains lifelink till the end of turn. Alcatraz has flying and lifelink and potentially can get you some cards. Brutal Persistence does -3/-3, gains you 2 life. And if you got 7 mana, you can put it out and you can start pulling creatures back from any graveyard back to the battlefield one time per at the beginning of your upkeep, which is super cool, but it always seems to come way too late. And we got a nice collection of man lands and slow lands, and the ability to turn things from your graveyard to your hand, and the ability to do 4 points of damage to target attacking or blocking creature. All right, so what are we doing? We're gaining a lot of life, we're pumping up our dudes, and we're punishing our opponent and killing our opponent's creatures. Can they stand up to this? Well, we will have the life to last a lot longer than we would normally. Hopefully that gives us the ability to grow our forces and destroy them in subtle and overwhelming ways. All right, so before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black King Toxwirl, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see the driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. We are playing against mckilmer. Going at it slow. I just have to do slow regardless of what happens here. Alright, let's see if we can keep these guys alive. We'll need them. Of course, the extraction specialist will help out a lot. I'm going to say, if he has any hope, he's going to have to try to kill my life gain. Yeah, that's cool. Can I get the 4 mana, though, is a problem. I need 5 to get Gumdrop going good. Nope. We'll just gain life. That'll be fine. I got no one to snag. I'll just put it out. Nope, we need some more mana. That's what we need. There's the block. It's going to take out Lunarch Veteran. Okay, I think no matter what, I'm blocking with the extraction specialist. Nah, I'm not anymore. Alright, a whole lot of nothing there. Okay, we got the 4th. Let's go for the extraction specialist. Anybody in there for me to grab? Yep, you're my friend. And in we go. Taking out the Lunarch Veteran again. Alright, so Sheoldred. Hopefully we'll be able to start skinning them at that point. You've only got 1 card, man. You're not going to go that hard. Go for it, man. I don't care. I'm gaining life. Nope. Alright, single mana Bob. Let's see what you got going. Pass the rock, yo. He doesn't want me to have life gain. That is a serious problem for him. Alright, we got 4. We'll 4 up with this. And let's take it in. All right, so we're 4. We need 5 if we want to activate the Gumdrop Poisoner. You don't have anything, man. You gotta let it slide. And we win. That's what you get, Mono Red. We're going up against Life Gain. Victory! All right, we're playing against Malcontent. Two slow lands. Let's keep them. I love slow lands. Okay, we're going to play like a turn behind ourselves, apparently. 2 and a veteran. Next turn, we can start doing some hand hate. Going for a shot. He doesn't want me to steal his low-end card. Well, that's interesting. He's just going to pay that. He's afraid to take that guy out. He's probably trying to ramp then. Alright, so Calamity's our problem. We go after it with the next hand, with the next bat. He's going to hate this one. Play it. Play it right now. Go ahead and sacrifice it. As I'm going for it. I'm going to come for it. I'm not really. I'm going to come for it. I'm not really. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Play it right now. There you go. Yeah, the Calamity deck's really good. You just gotta get up to Calamity level there. Alright, there's 5 mana. I could always kill it right now if I wanted to. Voice of the Blessed. Let's pump this guy up. Somehow I've attacked him a lot and he's down to 20. That's crazy times, man. I just start nailing my stuff. Okay, let's just go after him. Let's just do this. Strength! Alright, you got more than enough for Calamity Jane at this point. With haste. You can make copies of the Stomper. Alright, Calamity's gone. Copies are gone. And my turn. Pumped! I'm seeing 11 straight up between 2 of my guys. And we win! In your face, Calamity Jane. Victory! Alright, we're playing against Delver Baron. Delver Baron. No to dragons. Alright, we're playing that weird hand. Let's go. There we go. Cards, finally. 2, 2, 3, and 3. Alright, we'll keep it. Of course, I can't play the double whites. Hoping for the best. Yes, I like this card because I feel like I'm going to have a lot of life. And paying 3 extra life to do it, it's well worth the cost. You can try counter me. Is that the deal? Nope, don't counter it. 2 islands. I don't know what your deal is. Obviously, you're a counter-loving suckerfish. And that dragon's alive? Alright, we're muting it again. Let's go after his hand. He's got an instant. Well, apparently I know what I'm grabbing here. What does that say? Counter target spell. Okay. I'll attack. Just costs him 3. All in. In fact, our lack of a second white is really hindering us right now. There it is. Should I just throw it away? There you go. Counter that. Oh, I didn't have the ward. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I'll just go for a pump. You got yet another counter spell? What a jerk. Alright, he's down to 10. Alright, cool. Not that we're going to be able to kill him with it. We could... What are we going to do with it? I don't know. He's just really trying to do that against us. I'm going to sneak a bunch of guys out while I got the opportunity. Alright, so he can untap one of his guys. So we'll just send in Amelia Bedelia there. I think he was really hoping for his bat. That's it, man. Down to 5. That guy's well within the region I kill. So let's go for a kill. That ought to be nice. I could do that. Pay the additional 2. Alright, so we got a 4 staring us down. And I can slip through 6. Absolutely, I can. There we go. You go and block 1. There we go. Potty pants, potty pants. Alright, we're playing against Doom Base. There's a dumb bass. 666. Okay, you were also quite slow. Playing against Mono Red. Let's go see what we got going on here. We'll have to just take a lightning strike. You'll have to waste one to be able to get one back. And we can kill that Slick Snot whenever he puts it out. All right, let's increase her power by getting a little life gain. And we're starting to get lands now. That's not cool. She needs to pump. She needs to be pumped because we get some not lands. And there he goes, wasting the lightning bolt. You got it back. You can kill my other chick if you want to. Of course, you'd have to have, what, pay 3 life to do it? There you go. We gotta wait to put somebody out that can stick around before we can virtue persist them. Gaining 4 per turn is going to do pretty good. Alcatraz can come out next turn. Those are going to be a serious problem. Alright, I guess got to block the 1-1. Alcatraz is going to get me some life, though. That'll be good. Alright, 14. The question is, can I kill him faster than he can kill me at this point? I can still eat his breakfast. Don't pump it. He's going to pump it. Dang it. I have lots of plans for you, Alcatraz. Alright, Voice of the Blessed. Voice of the Blessed. Virtue of Persistence. We gotta pull this. Gotta pull him down. He's at 9. He's He's not keeping anything on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so I could probably win next turn. He's coming at us with what there? At 6, 7, 8. And I can't block any of them. And if you could pump them, I'll die. The only thing I can block would be an etching. Maybe with Gix's command, I can pump everything up. Yeah, it all depends on what's in his hand there. So I'm playing to win, not to not lose. Alright, that's a thing. Alright, I just got to get up to 9 points now. And I've got 8. I can do it. It's no problem. If I do it this way, it'll just be mean. Alright, there we go. And now we win. Boom, boom goes the room. Boom, boom goes the room. Victory! Alright, we are playing against Zoro Zero. Oh, these are slow. I mean, we could have flooded it a little bit. It might have been good, but I'm not going to be doing any blocking with these Lunarch Veterans. No blocks. All right, number 3. Gumdrop Poisoner. Lunarch Veteran. And for 1, another nice tasty treat. I think I could take either one of those guys out with the Gumdrop Poisoners as is. He wants to kill one. He's wasting a big old bolt like that for nothing. Oh, was that exiled? That was disappointing. Oh, he is wasting out those big shots there. Let's see here. I need to get a 5th mana to really make use of the Gumdrop Poisoner. I'm down to 4. 5th mana right there. Let's do it. Gone. Alright, we're back up to 7. We got life gain on the board. He's got no creatures. And we're looking good. Alright, we're up to 12. 12 to 12. Nothing for you. Let's do it again. You can try to shoot the poisoner. I think she likes to be referred to as the provider. The Gumdrop provider. Alright, and there we go. SuckIt mono red. In your face, mono red. All right, so we are with ORZHOV Amalia. Yeah, it was a good deck. It is a really good deck. If I was just playing to play, not looking to show something new, I would play this deck a bunch. I'd play something like it. When I was playing this one, I kind of felt like I needed a little bit more control. This deck kind of focuses a little too much on the life gain, which is great. But I think I could dial the life gain down a little bit more and focus more on the creature kill, the direct creature kill. Bitter Triumph was a great addition to this with the life gain. Paying the extra 3 was great. Amelia Bedelia is the card I'm always not strong on personally. The reason why is because sure, she gains, she explores. That's not a guaranteed Popo counter. A lot of times you just get more life. And you know what I don't need a lot of? Not life. A lot of times I get lands, and I don't necessarily need more lands. Amelia Bedelia is the card that I would toss and put more direct creature kill in, or that's what I would do. Anyway, so there we go. Let's talk about this deck. Who was the MVP, the most valuable player? You know who was rocking it in ways I'd never seen before? Gumdrop Poisoner. I don't know, for some reason, today I just understood how to play her. I mean, you needed 5 mana to drop her as a bomb, and you could take out anything that was 3 at that point. And potentially, if you had enough other sources, yeah, absolutely, you can get up higher than that potentially by just throwing her out there. She was fantastic. Was she the MVP? Let's just take a look at the other stuff over here. I mean, the Lunarch Veteran is the engine that could. Sheoldred was getting killed too easily. This deck's just, the life gain is the thing that it had going for it. Yeah, I got to say, today my MVP was Gumdrop Poisoner. Usually I'm looking for something that takes the deck and takes it up to the next level. Nothing here really does that. I mean, you need life gain. There's a lot of life gain to get Voice of the Blessed going and Amelia Bedelia going. Great, we got that. He's a really good value play right there. But still, Gumdrop Poisoner was the one I appreciated because he had those big hops. I think it's because I was crying for creature removal, and this at 5 was allowing me to gain a lot of life and kill some pretty decent guys out of the deal. All right, so let's go ahead and give it to Gumdrop Poisoner. Congratulations. Decent art, decent card. I appreciate it. All right, moving on. Was this deck competitive? I got a 62%. That's a good number. That's a really good number. I always feel like that's a little low. That's just the way it feels for me, but it's not. It's well worth playing, and it is what I would consider to be a competitive deck. In fact, I played this deck specifically because today I was going up against mono red like crazy. Mono red haste this, mono red haste that. I needed to play something with life gain. And real life gain, like mono white life gain, is great. But I always prefer to cut my life gain with black. And so that's where we see ORZHOV come in. And that's where this deck came in. So, yeah, I'm looking at this to be a meta killer. And that's why I think, yeah, it's a good competitive deck. But take out what's going on in the meta right now. So, yes, this is a competitive deck. Number 2, was this deck fun? Yes, it was fun. Why was it fun? To me, fun decks start off fighting good. And this deck has a lot of great stuff that happens in the first 2 rounds. I mean, Lunarch Veteran almost always comes out in turn 1. And we got a ton of stuff for turn 2 that we could do just regardless. So, absolutely, we are getting things out early. We're gaining life. We're looking at people's hands. We're putting up Death Touch guys. Yeah, I mean, this deck really starts stating for it. Extraction Specialist with Lifelink and a 3-2 and pulling back cheap dudes from the graveyard, like all of these guys. Yeah, this one really synergizes well with what you got going on. So yeah, to me, this was a fun deck to play, big time. I really appreciated it. Lastly, was this deck interesting? The big thing that this is a pretty standard deck. It's been around for a while. Is there anything from OTJ in here? Let's take a look real quick. Because I'm not seeing anything. So yeah, I'm going to say this deck is low on interest. I mean, the deal is that it's pretty much a meta deck. It's out there. It's been out there for a while. It's with cards. Nothing really all that new. Do we have stuff? Yeah, we got a couple cards here from Ixalan, which is the last set, I believe. And so, it's okay. As far as trying to play in the newer stuff. The question is, will it hold up post-rotation which is coming up quicker than you expect. Voice of the Blessed is going to be gone. Lunarch Veteran is going to be gone. New Capenna goes, so Extraction Specialist is gone. Yeah, this deck is going to need some retooling when post-rotation, so that'll be interesting to see what happens to it. There's always life gain, and so therefore it'll exist beyond it. There's that case of whatever, that'll do the same thing that this guy does. And in fact, I removed it from the original deck just so I can make room for Bitter Triumph. So yeah, we'll have something other than a creature, and that might be good. I don't expect this guy to be swinging for the back fences all the time, so an enchantment would do just as well as him, plus be harder to remove. So altogether, yeah, this is not a strongly interesting deck, so I'm not going to give it high points for that. All right, so let's count up. Let's see how this thing did. Was this deck competitive? Yeah. Was it fun? Absolutely. Was it interested? Yeah, it was okay, but not really. I was more interested in its ability to destroy the meta. So therefore, I'm going to give this deck I'm going to give it a solid A. I can't give it an A- because it is a good deck. It is a great deck, as a matter of fact. It's definitely worth playing, and if you're sick and tired of going up against aggro decks, this is an anti-aggro killer. All right, so there you go. A solid A deck. If you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.